Are we rolling? My ears hurt so bad.
My ears is hurting. This is the longest we've ever recorded.
It's let's see. It's 6 p.m. We started at 2. And I'm going to have to edit.
4 hours later.
Yeah. We're back for another bonus episode for our patrons. And Lauren, you had this idea that we could share because we talked about the oracle cards,
Yes.
the mermaid oracle cards.
Mermaid oracle cards.
Well, we didn't really talk about them like super in depth,
No.
or like which ones we drew and stuff. So you had the idea to share that with our patrons, which I think is genius.
I know. If we ever meet any, I need to start carrying them around. Like they're just so they're fun. Like I'll bring them to FinFest.
Okay, perfect.
Because
Yeah, we should do it like on the show.
Yeah, for sure. I should maybe look into getting the mermaid ones.
Yeah, we need to get the mermaid ones.
For reasons.
I sent the link to Thunder.
It's going to start again, y'all.
Is Lyndon's spirit with us today?
Because we're talking about cards.
Because we're talking about the cards, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I sent the link of the oracle cards to Sarah Cello because I was talking to her about it.
Yeah.
And
you'll have to send
so
it
I
to
just,
Annie too.
Yeah, I just need to, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do need to send it to Annie. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do
So, so I mean, basic recap, oracle cards are just these cards that, help you kind of focus vision.
Yeah.
And streamline kind of thought processes. I was introduced to them when I was living in LA. A neighbor of mine had several sets. And we did a big reading one night. I still have the pictures of those cards from those pulls. Like, it was a really significant night for me. And so, one of my roommates got me tarot cards and oracle cards by the same woman, Doreen Virtue, who was kind of the big wig of oracle card.
Yeah,
universe.
I had no idea.
And so I have a fairy deck and I have an angel deck.
Cute.
And yes, they're gorgeous. They're so pretty. And so while we were hanging out with Ms. Landon,
Mermaid Lyndon.
we pulled cards and I think just asked the basic question, like what information do you need us to know? And you pulled first.
Yeah. So, like I was telling y'all at some point during this time, life has not been grand lately. But that's, quit my job, decided I was going to do this film that I've been working on for the past year at this point. And just, like I said, when you turn 30, I don't know, stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I just,
It's like you lose your immortality.
yeah, for sure.
At some point for me, it was in my 20s. Like, definitely while I was in New Zealand, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I can't do things.
Yeah. It's weird. But also I feel like it's just, it's bringing all this new energy and just stuff. I don't know. You spend your whole life trying to figure out who the heck you are. And then at some point you're like, oh, this is it. Now what?
Where do I
Go from here. But for real though. So, but I mean, honestly, and a little bit, but all of it has been weighing on me just so heavily. And then, financially it's been a struggle.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thankful for our sponsors and everybody that's been able to that got us to LA and stuff like that. But, it's been very, very difficult. This was my choice. But, mortgage has got to get paid.
Yeah.
So, the universe takes care of you in that way, but sometimes it is very heavy and
Stuff.
hard. So anyway,
At what point are you a mermaid and at what point are you just drowning?
Right. And I mean, before LA, I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I was like, this film has been in my head for however long, couple years now. And I'm like, it won't go away. And so I'm like, I have to do it. But I'm like, but how?
Right.
It involves monies. It's going to cost like $100,000. And, but, whenever you finally trust that like this is the path you're supposed to go, the people and the resources, just like it happened to Lyndon, people and resources are falling into place for me.
Yeah.
It's not happening at a fast pace by any means, but it's happening at the rate that it's supposed to, and it's all gonna turn out just fine. And I'm convinced of that now. But but like pre-LA, it was not great.
Right.
And so it was like going into this, it was just crazy how it all happened. But anywho, so we drew 3 cards.
Yes.
And to be 1,000% transparent, I have never done these before, and I was raised Southern Baptist, where tarot cards / just like any
The occult.
like it was like it's evil, and if you do it, you're gonna die. And so, I mean, you know what I mean? You're a sinner and blah, blah. And so, I haven't done these things because of that reason. But, whenever, I don't know, with all this stuff going on, like with my heart and my mind and all this stuff, all these changes I've made, I'm like, you know what? Like, why do I think this again?
Religious guilt. It's a thing that exists and is powerful.
I wake up every morning thanking the universe for stuff. I'm like, why am I doing this again? So anyway, so I was like, I'm with people I trust, and there's crap going on. So what bad thing could it can only go up from here. So anyway, so we drew 3 cards.
When you draw 3, it's the past, present, and future.
Yes, which I thought was very interesting. So I will post the picture of my cards for y'all. But the past card was playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, and joy creates miracles and manifestation. Which I didn't take a picture of the booklet part.
The booklet part. I mean, the past card is just like, here, it's not, here's exactly what you did with your past.
Yeah.
But it's, it's not that you weren't taking the mermaiding seriously, but it was a thing of enjoyment
a hobby
that had its place of enjoyment.
Yeah.
And not that we're not enjoying it now.
Oh, we're enjoying it.
Oh, this is great.
I mean, it's great. But it was definitely manifesting what was to come.
Yes.
So then I pulled for present, simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. And I was like, I mean, do you mean by quitting my full-time job? Is that what you mean, universe? It's and I just did the Marie Kondo thing for parts of my home, and I was like, well, I mean, got it.
Yeah.
And then this was huge. For my future, waves of prosperity is what I pulled. It said new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. And as soon as Lyndon read that, I mean, tears were a-flowing. I was like, the heck?
Yeah.
Please be for real. And then it has a little a booklet that associates with each card, so it's a little more in depth explanation of each card. And the explanation for this was new waves of abundance are sweeping over you right now. Observe any ideas that enter your mind at this time, as they may be seeds of a profitable new venture. Also notice that any out-of-the-blue phone calls or chance meetings with people could help you. This card also means that you're on a success streak. This is an excellent time to begin new ventures. Of course, follow your inner guidance and do appropriate research. You'll see the doors open easily for you and that you're filled with extra confidence and enthusiasm. Practice being a grateful recipient of good. Know that there's an ocean of abundance with no danger that it will dry up. I mean... So, that happened. And
that's literally the point of oracle cards. They're not meant to predict your future.
No.
They're just meant to make you feel more secure in some of the decisions that you've made, or give you more of a direction if you haven't made a decision.
Yeah.
But they're not going to tell you, like, this is what you need to do and XYZ is how you do it.
Right.
Like, that's not their goal. But, oh my gosh. Well, she pulled all of those cards and we were all like, okay.
And like, my question when I was pulling them was, is the film going to be, is it going to be, financially successful? Like, is it going to be worth it? Like, profits wise, like, what is this going to be able to help me take care of my family? Like that, like, because that's been the whole thing for me. I'm like, what if it doesn't work? Like,
Right.
What if nobody watches it and all this stuff? And so, like, I feel like that kind of helped me be like, oh, okay, got it. I'll keep going then. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So, like, literally, like, all the heaviness that came with me to Los Angeles, like, left.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I mean, it's still really hard. And,
Yeah.
we broke AF right now. But, selling all my clothes on Poshmark, just trying to make ends meet for the electrical bill. But, I think, I'm just, like, I'm determined to do this. And that was just, like, great, like, confirmation.
Yeah,
that,
solid little kick in the
Abby.
pants.
Yeah.
You're going in the right direction. Keep going.
Okay, got it. Yeah. But, I mean, so, like, all that happened, and I was like, cool. Like, this could be real, but it also could be not. Mm-hmm. But then your cards happened.
Oh, my gosh. Because, like, we'd both been fairly emotional during that episode. Like, both of us got the teary-eyed.
Yeah.
I pulled my cards and wept.
Yeah.
I cried a lot when I
Yeah.
pulled mine. So the first one was tranquility. This is my past. Is like, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. And I have, like, been doing a lot more of that. Baths are my new favorite thing.
Yes.
Bath bombs with Epsom salt.
Yes.
100%. And just, like, feeling not guilty about just doing nothing and watching the shows I want to watch. So I was like, yeah, cool. Great.
Done
Awesome.
deal.
Second was friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends. And I'm like, yeah, I do that. Do it pretty regularly.
Yep.
I see this one
Once a week.
once a week. It's like, we play date all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, absolutely. And then my future one. It's father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Guess what Lauren has?
Father issues. I flipped the freak out, Lauren, when you pulled that card.
Could not believe it. I was completely floored.
Yep.
We're not going to go in depth into it.
Nope.
This isn't the platform for it. But it is something I have struggled with for a very long time.
Yep.
And this is the page for that card. This card shows you that you still have some father issues left to heal. The healing doesn't need to take a lot of time. It simply requires your willingness to be free of any old anger, grief, or fear related to your male parent. Universal energies are either male or female. Male energy is expansive and giving. Female energy is nurturing and receptive. If we're unhealed with respect to our father, the universe seems to be ungenerous. If we're unhealed toward our mother, we won't accept the gifts the universe offers us. The more you focus on the spiritual truth of your father, the more your heart will be receptive to the universe's continuous and all-encompassing giving. Accept your rightful bounty and open your arms to your divine inheritance. Affirm. I now focus on the love that is the spiritual truth of my father, and I hereby balance any karma between us. I now let go of everything but the love and the lessons of my relationship with my father.
You guys, we get like you probably have no idea what's going on, and that's okay. But that was huge.
It was really, really big.
We cried.
A lot. It took me a long time to come down from that.
Yeah.
I also wasn't in any way expecting that card.
Yeah.
I had one or two in my brain I think I was expecting to read. Or they're not, all the decks aren't the same. They don't have all the same cards in them. And so I've pulled before and mostly just been reassured of the path I'm taking. Like,
Yeah.
mostly been reassured in the decisions that I've made, which as a confident person isn't hard for me to accept. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. The universe just cinched it. Woohoo. That one was out of the blue.
Yeah.
It was a huge trigger and voiced something in a way that I have never been able to voice it before. Ever. And it started me down a path that should have been started a long time ago.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it's not going to be fast
Right.
because there's just a lot pent up behind it. But it's definitely a new way of thinking about it that is so much healthier.
Yeah. Definitely. Woof.
So yeah, when I pulled that card, like I saw Abby's face too. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh God.
It's just, yeah, like, I don't want to be selfish in any way, but, like, that affirmed my stuff, like, tops 200. It's like,
I felt it too. I was like, she wasn't entirely on board now, but she wasn't
board.
entirely on board then, but she is now.
okay. It was crazy.
It was,
It was so nuts.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I still get chills every time I read that page.
For
like
sure.
The affirmation at the end is really
Yeah.
the big
it's
clincher.
crazy.
Because I was,
Yeah.
I mean, I had to like, because Lyndon, we each read our own pages from the book, but that one, she made me really
you
say it. Yeah. And it took me a minute to get through it, to
For
like
sure.
calm down long enough to say all the words.
For sure.
Ooh.
Girl. It's crazy.
We
But,
can go get margaritas now.
yes.
Mermaid margaritas.
Mermaid margaritas.
Yeah, woohoo.
And like none of that would have happened had it not been for this podcast and Mermaid London
Oh man.
and our patrons. Like none of that would have happened. So like the universe is crazy, y'all. So crazy.
Also, get you a deck of oracle cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
We
they
will-
will change your life.
Yeah, I'll post the link in the feed
Yeah.
for the pod because that's just crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, I'll bring mine to FinFast and we'll
Yeah,
give it a go.
Do
But
it.
yeah.
I love it.
Whew. But yeah. Well,
Okay,
that's your mermaid minute, y'all.
it's a long one.
Yeah.
But yes, thank y'all for watching, and we hope
Love
you
you.
enjoyed this really emotional bonus episode.
Yeah.
But we love y'all so much, and we will.
See you on the flip side.
Bye, mermaid.